Hey, good morning, guys. Can you hear me? All right, let's get started in 5 minutes. CLOV, is it Wall Street Bets push? I guess so. They're back. They are back. Looks like my ETFs are grinding higher, most of them. CLOV, Mall Cop doesn't cover CLOV. Mall Cop only has, it's a one guy analysis team, so can only cover one stock at a time. mRNA, I'm not gonna trade it today. I hope it kind of keeps speeding up 1 or 2 more days. Yeah, I had to sell it. I was in a bunch of triple ETFs and I didn't have the margin. So I decided to keep Snow instead. Otherwise I would have kept it. David, I'm gonna hire you for 50k. Potex is Canopy ETF. All right, I'll put it here. What more? Toke. And YOLO. There you go. Bingo is not even close yet. Yeah, the semiconductors are setting up. This BB and AMC look like they both want to go way higher. AMC is lagging a little bit, but look at how AMC has been building higher lows, surfing the 20 EMA. You see this? It's relentlessly been building higher lows. Maybe Mall Cop will be right. Former Mall Cop. Maybe it goes to 2 million. Maybe it's gonna be more valuable than all the world stock markets put together. Who knows? We are not in the logical phase of the cycle right now. How's the headache? What do you mean? That was yesterday. UEC, it's not really, it's all over the place. Had a potential entry a couple of weeks ago here. A lot of bottom breakouts have been working lately. I just saw someone like CCIV, look at this. Perfect bottom breakout on this day here. My fucking TC2000, I can't believe how bad it is. That's what happens when the average age of the management is like 69. Anywho, this day here. Had a little bit of a flag, had a couple tight days and the range expansion candle. There's a lot of setups, like moves like these over the past 2-3 weeks. A lot of them. I saw another textbook one. I don't remember what stock. NIO was kind of also one. This day here. There's a few more. Wait, laser maybe? No, not laser. I don't remember. Bingo. Yes, bingo. Yeah, this day here. So, you know, you can trade these flags. They don't have to be, you know, in the higher end, higher range. They can be like bottom flags too. Just gotta pay attention. QS bottom flag 6-1. 6-1. It had a little bit of range breakout on 6-2. I don't know what you see on 6-1. But no, this one wasn't as good as some of the others I showed. Right, seeing some growth stocks setting up. Net had a little bit of a breakout yesterday. I would have preferred more sideways, but it's strong. And TNA, I'm in half size. Kicking myself. I had 300,000 shares in the 90 area that I got stopped out of. And now the trade is finally going. I only have 130,000 shares. Love it. E-Man, yeah, E-Man had one too. Alright guys. 40 seconds left. I entered BB and AMC in pre-market. On the long side. I'm in about third size on both. We'll see. They either need to work or I use tight stops. Yeah, AMC is definitely weaker than BB. W is trying to come out of this long range. That's a big dilution on Playboy, holy shit. %30%? That's pretty big. Net, nice follow through since yesterday. Looks exactly like SC does today. Or SC looks exactly like Net did yesterday, that is. Space, nice follow through from the flag break yesterday. David, what is bad info? The Playboy dilution? Do you have better info for us? They have 30 million outstanding. Yeah, so the dilution was only about, if my math is correct, maybe 15% or so. So yeah, it's definitely less than what the other guy said. So now AMC is range bound again, and I'm not touching it until it either breaks out of the upper range. I think it could go up to another 50%, could easily go to 100. Or if it breaks down below this 52 area, 53 area. Those are the ranges. Right now, it's just pretty much a gamble. But I do hope it goes to 100 plus. That would be so nice. And BB showed relative strength. Now it's kind of as weak as AMC. But it's also range bound. Kind of hard to see, but GME is the strongest one. This is the one I sold 250s. I love it. And now it's gonna go to 400 without me. Yeah, Fuel Cell had also a low level flag. You gotta study these things, guys. Like, the biggest winners come out of stocks that have made the biggest moves. You know, for example, say something like AMC, right? Look at the big move it made before this big move started, right? Same thing with GME. It didn't go it didn't, like, look at this flag breakout here. Right? It had a big move. It made a huge move. It went up 1,000%. And then it went up another 1,000% after it had gone up 1,000%. That's one way of finding big winners. You can also find nice moves. And we saw that especially in March, April last year in like cruise lines, airlines. These stocks made enormous moves. Some of the financial stocks like Discovery, you know, those kind of stocks can double, triple, quadruple very, very fast. It's just a matter of preference and where we are in the market. Galt, yeah, looks okay. PayPal, what's the ADR on this thing? Have I trimmed BNTX? Yes. X yet? Yeah, some. The XPR, they could all go. BBBY, COS, they all look the same. They could all go. Why I got rid of Bind? I already said that earlier. Where is it now? Oh, of course it's higher. Oh well. I don't like these candles on mRNA. Sorry, BNTX. Fastly. Are you calling this a comeback? Oof. Pinterest, yeah, it's still inside of its range. Some of the old leaders that are still leading are like SC, Net, CrowdStrike. It's not really leading, but it's strong. Shopify, like these are the stocks that made big moves for the past couple of years and are still holding up and setting up. And Snapchat. This thing looks really good. Especially if we can go sideways a bit more. W. This thing was up almost 1400% in like 5 months last year. That's insane. MRVL. EP. Looks like a potentially failed EP. This ATOS. This thing looked insane on the 60-minute. Insane breakout on the 60-minute like last week, I think it was. 1st of June. Damn. It's a double since. Look at this range expansion candle on the 60-minute. Had a big move, it more than doubled, pulled back a little bit, went sideways in a tight range, and then it broke out. Sometimes these things are so obvious in hindsight, but the key is finding them before the move happens. Well, what happened with LEDs yesterday? Oh, yeah. Oh, GME. This is the one I was long. Okay. Okay. Yet AMC is the one that has the highest analyst price targets. 2 million. What? Who the hell? Who put a link? Link or it didn't happen? GME has a 10 million price target. What a bunch of bullshit. Link or it didn't happen. I don't believe this. Look, the one with the highest price target is gonna make the big move. It's a old Wall Street saying. Nice pullback on BNTX. So far it found support on the rising 10-day. If it closes below the 10-day, I'm probably gonna size down significantly. Okay, AMC and BB are coming back. Damn, I got shaken out of BB and now I don't have as much size on it. Hey, Theta Forest, you're cute. Airbnb getting tight. This one also had a nice little range breakout. Look at the tightness the day before, and then it had a range expansion. Dun, 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 dun. Guys, these meme stocks, it's all about momentum, okay? Fundamentals will matter eventually, but we are not in that phase right now. Do not start rationalizing things. Because you can't. You have to trade the momentum, trade the ranges. The money is there for the taking. All we have to do is pick it up. Hey, David can't trade. Wasn't it Sun Tzu who said that? Or the other guy, the Buddha maybe. Maybe the Buddha guy. I thought he said that. Yeah, XLF financials are weak. Yeah, they had a big run. Probably gonna pull back to the 50 or 100 day or something. Financials had a big run. Yeah, Genghis Khan. Yeah, Genghis Khan. Might have been that guy. I hope this CLOV holds up, closes strong, and then goes to, I don't know, 30 or 40 tomorrow. Appen? Yeah, another one. Another beaten down former runner. That's true. Lisi? Yeah, it's actually, you know what? It's kind of building a flag. Had a big volume spike here. Now the volume is kind of gone. But yeah, I think, yeah, it looks pretty decent. It does. Next. Oh, it's too thin. TTD had also a flag break, like a low level flag break. And then it had a range breakout. Like, these types of flags can work too. I don't really trade these types, but you know, this is why it's so important to study, go back and study what's actually works instead of, you know, buying a bunch of courses and, you know, following some moron in a chat room that doesn't know anything himself. You gotta do the work, studies, you know, you gotta figure out yourself what works in the market and what doesn't. That's the only edge you can get. Don't expect someone else to do the work for you. But the problem is people are willing to throw a lot of money so they don't have to put in an effort. Like, I get a bunch of questions all the time. People looking for shortcuts and ways of not putting in effort. I usually just ignore them. This Lemonade made a big move off the lows. But how do you catch a, like a move like this? Like, where do you buy it? Like, where's the entry? That's the tricky part. Exactly, that's why Tony Robbins is a millionaire. That's why there's so many mediocre people writing all of these self-help and motivational books and selling all these courses. I'm not saying Tony Robbins is mediocre. He's actually pretty cool, charismatic as fuck, but a lot of those people are very mediocre. Yeah, exactly. Look at this chat room. Bunch of losers following a moron.
Hey, your local Uber driver here. That stock AMC, it's gonna go to 3 million.
What the fuck?
3 million. Watch and learn.
What the fuck?
Hey,
Who did this?
Uber driver here. That stock AMC, it's gonna go to 3 million, not 2 million. Watch and learn.
What the fuck?
Hey, your local Uber driver here. That stock AMC, it's gonna go to.
So this Uber driver thinks he's better than a mall cop. What the Now I have to make a new video.
Hey, your local Uber driver. That stock AMC, it's gonna go to 3 million, not 2 million. Watch and learn.
I have a love-hate relationship with my followers. Oh, that was hilarious. Oh man, that was hilarious. You know what I've always struggled with? Like these, like many of these like beaten down former runners, like how far they can actually come back. That's always something you kind of don't believe it. You're looking at it down here like what a piece of shit, and then 2 weeks later it's a double. Like trading is really an imagination game. You really need, I think the one with the biggest imagination wins. Assuming everything else is in order, like, risk management and all of that stuff. And the people who try to rationalize everything with, numbers and balance sheets and valuations, they are mostly gonna be, mediocre. Because the biggest moves in a short and medium term time frame is usually stocks that can't really back it up with, business fundamentals or valuations. And that's especially true in this part of the market cycle where we've been in a bull market for 12 years. And people willing to, buy anything and everything. Yeah, investing and trading are two different things. But we've seen it in investing too. People who are stuck in the, pre-internet era with their valuation models, they had very mediocre returns over the past 10 years. They missed all the big winners. Instead, they're long some, I don't know, oil gas names. Market is full of gas? I don't know what that means. Is it a good or a bad thing? XCLB? I don't see anything here. It looks, I don't know, it looks too random. I mean, it could be a setup. I don't know. It's not like, yeah, maybe 3-star. SMMT. Yeah, it looks like an okay setup. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. It does. Yeah. Fundamentals matter eventually. Damn, GME. Oh. Oh well. I wish I was still long. You know what? All I had to do on GME was to trust the 10-day moving average. I outsmarted myself. Like, I keep saying you cannot outsmart the moving averages. All I had to do was follow the 10-day moving average. Instead, I looked at this AMC and, oh, this thing is, extended. It's gonna crash, and it's, GME is gonna go back to $200 with it. And here we are. GME is almost at 350. This is one of the hardest things to do. You start rationalizing things, and that's when you lose, or in this case, miss out on a lot of profits. You can't rationalize. You gotta trust the technicals. We are back to the same issue I had all of last year, selling things too early because they look extended or because of one or another reason. Thanks, Professor Malcop does his best. If you want to succeed in markets, you really don't need I think, especially like financial education, it's just gonna hold you back. Not gonna help you one bit. Now, financial education can obviously be good in other areas of your life, but to extract money from the markets really is pretty irrelevant. Yeah, as a mall cop, I once beat the guy who didn't follow the instructions on the screen. Look, I was standing there, and this guy, he was like, "Hey, what broker do you use?" So I took my baton and or baton or whatever you call it, and I beat the shit out of him. True story. Yeah, if you study the biggest winners, throughout history, 2000s, 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, the biggest winners are generally gonna have high PE ratios. Not always. Sometimes, like very beaten down, very cheap stocks can make big moves. The problem with those is usually they're smaller cap. Like, let's say a large cap turns into like a small cap, and then it bounces back to being a mid cap or something. So those are harder to trade if you have a big account. LFMD. Yeah, it looks like a lot of other stocks. It's a beaten down former runner. It's kind of flagging. I think it needs a little bit more time. What's up with these retail ETFs? XRT, RTL. Look at the flags on these things. They look absolutely insane. Crazy. these retail ETFs. RETL is obviously I think it's a triple one of XRT. I'm not sure. Wait, Direction and this one is SPDR. Okay, they're maybe not the same, but it's a triple of pretty much the same thing. And obviously they are kinda moving also partly because of GME. Since I think GME is in both. Not sure. Wendy's? Are they pumping Wendy's? Well, is it really a pump? Didn't they have like earnings? It's breaking out of a year-long range here. So far, a lot of the breakout attempts are kind of fading. And I can't believe the bounces in LI and XBEV. Holy shit, that's some big bounces going on there. Straight up. It's so hard for me to trade these. Like, where do you buy them? Where's the entry? Hertz, yeah, looks pretty good. Rice, yeah, it doesn't trade. That's my opinion on it. Almost no volume on it. No, I don't see anything special in it. CP had a perfect breakout last week here. I know people were on it for a long time. And it finally went. Well, AMC not super inspiring here. Yeah, AMC money going into GME and Clove. It's true. Oh man, what a nice intraday break on this CLOV. Surfed the VWAP, built higher lows, and then broke this range. Beautiful. Wow, these energy stocks came back with force, these ETFs. We're down quite a bit near the open, and now they're back near highs. Oh, financials. No, never mind, this is also an energy. Financials are still weak. Yeah. They like this Playboy. They really do. So what are we looking at on Futu? Where's the range? I don't see anything here. Oh yeah, TNA is going from the rocket launch site. Man, this was so textbook. Holy shit. And I'm sitting in it half size. I love it. This EH2 had like a little bit low level flag break a few days ago. Also another one of, former big runner that got very beaten down. SPWR, yeah, potentially. I saw TAN earlier. TAN is kind of, the Solar ETF is kind of trying to break out of this bottom flag. Again, it's not really my type of setup. I just don't want to get too stretched out and jump on everything. Key is to focus on a few setups. Yeah, Bitcoin and Ethereum are both breaking lower from their bear flags. GSL, yeah, it looks okay, I guess. Probably, it looks great on the weekly. Looks great on the weekly. In the daily, it's a bit loose. Oh, Clog getting some power candles here. Very good. Tomorrow it's gonna be interesting. I wish I had the foresight to go long today. It had a perfect flat break here, like 1850. Man, what a perfect flat break. This is the exact same setup I played on BB last week. Before it went up like 50% in one day, or 2 days actually. D-Dog looks great on the weekly too. Monthly looks like a big fat flag. Looks incredible. Yes, he's weak. I guess I should have bought Net yesterday instead of SC today. Clove W? I don't think you're gonna... You have to scan for warrants. These things are not in the stock list. I don't think they are. Nope, they're not. Is there a special list for warrants? US warrants. Yeah. You have to make a separate scan for warrants. Or a combo scan. But there's no point in trading warrants when you can trade the stock itself. Ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. SC. Yeah, that's not a great candle. That's another great candle. That's what that candle is called. Not a great candle. Seagate looks good. It looks good. It's a good looking flag. Visa, yeah. I can't believe this LED has almost quadrupled from that flag breakout. This is why you trade high ADR stocks. This is the reason. You're not gonna get a move like this on something like, I don't know, G, right? Or Ford. Or actually Ford has a pretty high ADR. It's actually a momentum stock right now, but you get my point. Yeah, Walmart. target. What the hell am I supposed to look at here? Well, I don't think Ford is a growth stock, but it's a momentum stock. It's definitely not a growth stock. It's still the same company it's been forever. Just, it finally woke up and started doing electric cars. X and CLF, yeah, I've been watching these. I wonder if it's not better just do the ETF SLX. It's low ADR, but can make decent moves. Score is flagging, question mark. I don't know, is it flagging? Does this look like a flag to you? You know, if you followed the instructions on the screen, you will know what a flag looks like. Imagine how much easier life and trading would be for a lot of people if they actually followed the instructions on the screen. They would actually start taking steps towards being profitable traders. It's amazing. And that's why the minority who actually put in an effort, they win. Because they put in an effort. AMC is nearing the 20 EMA on this 60 minute if you include the pre-market data. Could be. I hope it builds an inside day today. Because the break of either way of this day, it could make a big move. Either if it breaks down or breaks higher. The most fantastic thing is the people who comment on YouTube. So many people watch my videos on YouTube without ever watching the stream, and they still haven't figured out the instructions on the screen applies to them too. I get questions all the time like, hey, what broker do you use? Like, what does ADR mean? It's so funny. I mean, it's just so ridiculous. Like, grown-up people. It's fantastic in a sad way. Yeah, AMC doesn't look too good intraday. It's kind of nearing some support areas on the 60-minute chart. What I do for a living, I make TikTok videos. Very few have traits that lend towards taking initiative. Encountered it my entire career outside. Yeah, most people are followers. CHCI. Looks okay. Looks pretty decent. Yeah, AMC is now weaker again than BB. BB still kind of holding up for now. Well, I guess AMC is still stuck in this range of death. Why aren't you looking at CLOV? I'm looking at it now. It's going up and it's going down. A lot of things are fading. I don't like that. Yeah, in good market conditions, you get multiple good setups every single day for months. Months. And the past 2 weeks have been kind of good. Like, actually, they've been pretty good. There's been a lot of good setups and with, okay follow through over the past 2 weeks. Nothing crazy outside of the meme stonks, obviously. GME coming in. So far AMC is holding the rising moving averages. Like I think it's gonna make a big move. Before this week is over. Like it's gonna fade 30-40%, or it's gonna break out and go up like 50-100%. ALB I'm not gonna add to. I have full size on it. It's a very thin stock. Yeah, when this is definitely an EP. Need to check the numbers. I mean, just the fact it's breaking out of like a year-long flag, more than a year-long. No, wait, didn't they have earnings? Is it really just a pure Wall Street Bets pump? I thought they had earnings. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, so it is actually just Wall Street Bets. Okay. Okay. I thought they had earnings. I thought this was an earnings cap up. Dun, 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 dun. Zim, yeah. Trying to build a flag here. MP was another one. These low level flags broke out here and now it's just straight up since. Yeah, I read the 100 Baggers book. Yeah, I've been talking about the holy grail in trading. BGFV. Hey David, thanks and fuck off. Yeah, EMC is very intriguing on the hourly, like I said before. I think it's gonna make a big move. I hope it puts in an insight day today, and then tomorrow we'll see what it does. Right now it's just chopping around and trying to find direction. Look, as a new trader, you know, try to be as consistent as possible. You know, try to risk about the same amount on every trade, because you don't have the capability of determining what's a good setup, what's an okay setup, what's a shitty setup, and what's a great setup. Oh shit. Guys, I need to go. Thanks for joining, and I see you tomorrow.